This has been our life for the last 5 days.
But it's also been this.
Good.
Over the next 5 days, we're tackling part of the 134-kilometer Kunisaki pilgrimage. We've left the tourist trail behind and landed at the northern tip of Kyushu in southern Japan. For over 1,000 years, monks and pilgrims have walked these rugged ridges and forested valleys, following the path of Ninmen, a monk believed to be the Buddhist reincarnation of Hachiman, the Shinto protector of Japan. Each day, we'll hike 15 to 25 kilometers through ancient forests, past shrines, and quiet villages. And each night, we'll rest at a remote Japanese onsen, soak our sore legs, and enjoy a traditional meal.
Super oishi.
This is the side of Japan most tourists don't get to see, far from the neon cities, surrounded by some of the country's most beautiful nature. Good morning from a very rainy place in Japan. I actually don't know exactly where we are. We'll put it on the map so you can see. But today we're supposed to be starting the Kunisaki Trail, which is a 134-kilometer Buddhist pilgrimage. So yesterday we were in Fukuoka and we took a train to Usa Station.
Oh man, where are we? There's nothing here. Well, we're here now. No turning back now.
And then from there we took a taxi to this Japanese inn which we stayed at last night.
Just opened my first slide door.
Konnichiwa.
This is amazing.
Ko?
Kono.
Kono. Kono. Watashi wa Jackie-san.
Ah, Jackie-san. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Minami.
Minami.
Oh my god, the room.
It's traditional
The
Japanese.
bamboo, the green. Oh my god.
This room is beautiful. Oh my gosh. And this is amazing. The inn is gorgeous, traditional Japanese tatami mats. We slept on futons last night.
So, silly question, but is this the bed?
This is the bed.
Are we sleeping on one?
No. We each get one.
This is a honeymoon.
No.
Look, oh, come on, we can easily sleep on this after.
I don't want to. They were super comfortable. We had an onsen before dinner, and dinner was an event just in itself. It is the most traditional meal we've had. All the Japanese food is traditional, but it was served in the traditional way where they serve you like a plate with all little tiny bites. And they just kind of kept bringing course after course. It was an amazing experience. Highly recommend staying here even if you don't want to hike. But today we're supposed to be doing a 15-kilometer trek. So we booked it through Walk Japan. They've been amazing. They gave us these really cool booklets that are so detailed. They have literally the step-by-step turns for the trail throughout the day. It's incredible. So super happy we booked with them. I'm excited to do the trek. I would be more excited if it wasn't raining.
わかりました。お醤油。
醤油。
これ少し先に切って、でこれをここに。これもみんなちょっとずつ食べたら。でこれがボイルしてます。はい、コーヒー持ってきますね。
Honestly, I feel like every meal on this trek is gonna be an event. Alright, you ready? Okay, arigatou gozaimasu. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
I don't think I've ever hiked with an umbrella before, but hey, there is our first for everything. So just up ahead of us, that's Maggie and Harvey, a lovely Australian couple that we are doing this hike with for the next 6 days.
It's so beautiful.
It's really pretty. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. So the stone steps that we are walking up now are said to have been carved by the Oni. Oni in Japanese means demon or like ogre, kind of like monster. They're very treacherous. These are the tallest Buddha reliefs in all of Japan. They're about 8 meters tall. Potentially also the oldest because they're 1,300 years old. So one of the interesting things is that these sculptures, which are incredible, no one really even knows about them. They're not on any of the list of things to see when you come to Japan. Even for Japanese people, they're kind of unknown outside of this region of Japan. So even though there's such ancient, beautiful sculptures, no one knows about them, which is crazy.
Welcome to Japan.
So it's actually summer in Japan, and even though it's raining, I'm sweating so much in this plastic raincoat that I have. It's only like 22 degrees today, but 22 degrees in the wet is very different to 22 degrees in the sun, so I thought I would be cold. Anyway, for the first time ever, Max and I bought some electrolytes to drink along our hike. Now, I don't know how hard this hike is going to be, but the last hike that we did recently honestly zapped our energy throughout the day so much. And so we thought this time we're gonna have electrolytes every day to try and keep our energy up and keep us hydrated. And I'm already sweating so freaking much in my sweatbox of a raincoat. We'll start with one and we'll see how we go. We have a lot of future outdoorsy plans in next countries. Not in Japan, but in other countries. So we definitely need to order to get something that we can just shove in our bags and fill up whilst we're doing crazy outdoorsy things.
The strawberries. Mmm.
Yeah, they're raspberries.
Yummy.
Am I gonna die or am I gonna eat this delicious raspberry? Whew.
Oh. This is rough terrain here. Anyone know what this fruit is? It's actually pretty delicious.
So I think these guys are here because of the rain and maybe they want to protect what looks to be an electrical thing that's about to be flooded.
The rain is picking up big time. And now there's a bit of a wind, so gonna layer back up. It is raining so much. Oh my god, this is crazy.
What the actual heck? are we doing out here? Why are we not soaking in a hot onsen? Oh my gosh, he is so wet, you guys. I can't even. It doesn't matter how much we tell you, it's just insane. So far gone. It's just so far gone.
Oh my god.
So I believe this little shelter is the one and only shelter we're going to find for the entire day. The guidebook recommends to have lunch here. And it's probably our only chance to have lunch without eating a wet lunch.
Wow. That is incredible. We're so thick in the jungle.
Yeah.
This comes up out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Gotta be a way to open that.
Oh, this is much more fun. Ay, caramba. So that was 5.5 hours of hiking in the rain. Something we've never done before.
5.5 hours of very soggy shoes. Honestly, walking in the rain is not that bad. It's kind of like romantic. That was amazing. The entire day of trekking in the rain, although we tried to make it romantic. Having wet feet all day, not that desirable. So being able to have a beautiful warm onsen when we get home, the best thing ever. Now, because I'm alone in here, for now, I can show you, ta-da! Look how gorgeous this onsen is. This beautiful bar with this gorgeous window. They also provide some little moisturizing lotion, I don't know, toner I guess, cleansing stuff, just a few little things, a razor and whatnot, hair dryers of course, just the essentials.
Something very exciting about to happen. We're gonna eat dinner!
We have to go down, and yes, wearing the yukata. So wearing the traditional yukata to dinner is a thing. So we're not just going down there in our robes, it's not weird. Also, look at my feet. They make me so happy.
Alright, follow me. Wow.
Oh my gosh. They've done it again.
think the soy sauce
Oh my
thingy could
God,
get any
it's
cuter.
so cute.
Oh my gosh.
And this just looks like, wow.
15. There's 15
15
dishes.
things, and I could probably tell you what about 3 of them were. Do you want anything? Vegetable.
Wine.
Biru. Biru.
Biru?
You want some?
Biru?
Biru.
Is that close to biru?
You said biru. Hi. 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 Yeah. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
Hi.
Love it.
Why is it so sweet?
Mm.
What is that? Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
That is incredible. Max and I don't eat like 5-star meals that often. Ever. This is like a 5-star meal. Like this is like a Michelin star restaurant quality food.
Yeah.
This is insane.
スチームエッグ。
Steam egg.
はい。
Okay.
OK。
Arigato. You're so cute.
Steam eggs.
Oh. But I swear all of these dishes are different to the ones we had last time. They're not the same dishes, yeah.
スープ。ごぼうのスープ。ごぼう。
ごぼう。
ベジタブルネームごぼう。
Okay.
Okay.
Gobo.
こ土の中に。
Okay.
Long in the floor.
ロング。うん。
We gotta pick up the pace here.
Yeah, I know, we're so
We're
slow.
like 2 dishes behind.
ごぼうの。
Jiggly.
Oh, some mushrooms in there. Oh my god, this is so good. Hold the spoon. This is so good.
じゃがいもまんじゅう。ポテトまんじゅう。
Oh, okay.
ポテトフライ。
Every dish in each course is an experience.
And something we've never eaten before.
Like this meal is tiring because there's so much going on in my brain.
Ooh. So oishi.
Super oishi.
すごい。
Oh. Oh wow. So this lady, this amazing lady that's been dishing up everything was cooking for us. She just has a little cookout there and she's just cooking for the 4 of us, the other people in the group. And it smells so good.
It does.
And that was some good looking beef.
Oh my gosh. And they're bringing another course. They're bringing another course.
This is
Oh my god, it's soba noodles. Oh my gosh, I can't with how much food they're giving us.
This is our 5th course.
I don't know. Who can keep track anymore?
そば。
Soba?
ヌードル。
Hi.
Soba noodle.
This is the kind of place where there's been a few in our 3 years of travel that we remember and we go, oh my god, I wish we could go back there. Remember when that we stayed here and this was amazing, that was amazing. This is like one of those places where we would want to come back to just to eat an amazing meal here and have an onsen.
Oh. Flip it.
No, it's okay.
かぼすシャーベット。
Ah, okay. Arigato.
Shio.
Sobe.
Kabusa.
スイートみかん。スイートオレンジ。ちょっと違うかな。
Oh, okay, too much.
スイート酸っぱい。
Our 17th course. Did the best I could. This has got to be one of the best meals we've had in 3 years of travel.
That is amazing.
That's a wrap on day 1. We'll see you tomorrow. After about 1.8 to 2 kilometers on the main road, and now we're back, or soon to be back on the trail. It's definitely better than day 1. So yeah, let the sort of trail aspect of day 2 begin. So since I'm looking at the path notes for the day, there's a vegetation note here that these are Suzuki silvergrass, which actually back in the day used to be made to make a roof for houses in Japan. This is a treacherous terrain here. Now we're walking our way down the forest, but there's plenty of ribbon to guide us. There's no way of getting lost, but it is a steep downhill on a very mossy area, so the guidebook said be careful on ankle twisting mossy rocks like this one right there. Dangerous. You like it?
I feel like this is the best section we've had the whole time. Well, there was a few nice spots yesterday as well, but this kind of like foresty trail, so nice. Spiderwebs, snakes, and mossy rocks that are going to twist our ankles.
Yeah.
That's all we need to watch out for. It actually is so nice.
It's very pretty. And there's an onsen at the end, so.
Oh! That was the first one.
Hello, can you go? So we've reached the outskirts of the town, or actually, as per the guide, a hamlet. But the water of this spring right here is actually rich in magnesium and said to provide energy and good health. And many locals fill up their large jugs of water to take home as drinking water.
This is the Yama Jinja shrine.
Oh.
And here we could pay respect to Yamagami, which is the mountain god. Which we should do, because if this is your first time watching one of our videos, definitely go back. We've done a lot of hiking, so Yamagami has protected us a lot in our travels.
Yeah, we've done some pretty cool and epic and adventurous and almost dangerous hikes over the time. And thankfully, touch wood, nothing's ever happened.
So the guidebook says we should offer an auspicious 5 yen coin, followed by the Shinto prayer, which is 2 bows, 2 claps, a prayer, and 1 bow.
We did the best with it. Curve left and pass the family gravesite. Navigate your way through bamboo forest. Love it!
So pretty! Follow the path to the right of the shrine to continue on. Just ahead, turn left at an intersecting lane. A sign points to Nemeshi Dam. At a family grave site soon ahead, follow the curve of the lane left, then straight on as it descends. Do not climb the steps here to reach Nemeshi Dam.
And what's at Nemeshi Dam?
Lunchtime! Also, we just made it, this is the halfway point for today, so high five everyone! Woohoo!
So we're pushing on after our lunch and we're making our way through a moss-filled stone forest, but it is so enchanting. I think I've said this word like 20 times today, but yeah, I think having no rain but still the sound of streams almost everywhere really makes it enchanting. So I mean, the stream is actually the path as well. Right, yeah, we have a full belly. We are way on time, so absolutely no rush. A really, really pleasant section. As we're making our way up this beautiful ridge, We're following a sort of a ancient cobblestone path, which is called Ishi Datami. And I'd love to know if anyone's watching how old those structures are, because some of them have like this sort of built pool, and I don't know if it was the water kept for fishes or I don't know what the water was for. So yeah, if anyone knows, I'd love to know what the purpose of those sort of pools were, because they look absolutely ancient and this forest looks ancient.
A day to eat one.
No. So now Jacqueline and I just set a competition of who spots deers the most. Now I'm sorry guys, we haven't caught anyone on camera. We'll get double points for this.
Fast.
But so far we spotted 4. Jacqueline has spotted 2, I spotted 1, and we spotted 1 together. So the points are 2.5 to Jacqueline, 1.5 to me. But game's on.
Game on, baby.
Well, after this very enchanting forest, we carry on a nice trail, and as you can tell, we came out of it. Not only that, in the distance, there is the ocean, which is not at all what we expected to see so early in the journey. But yeah, we're getting somewhere, because to think that the end goal is to get on another island that's a tiny little ferry away sort of gives you the perspective that the progress we're making.
At our lunch spot, there was recommended that we eat these steamed buns, which are supposed to be filled with red bean paste. And apparently they are a local specialty in this area. So, yum. I actually love the red bean paste. I think it's delicious. And now it is the best part of the day, the onsen time. Oh, for hi. Ah.
Good.
Enjoy your onsen. So obviously, you can't normally film this on an onsen, so luckily there's no one in the private onsen at the moment, but other guests could come in at any moment. I just wanted to give you a little tiny glimpse of how beautiful and relaxing and peaceful the onsens are. It is such a magical way to end the day of hiking, to come to the onsen.
Wow. Oh wow. This is a full table.
Wow, this looks so delicious. Oh my gosh, there's so much to look at.
よろしいですか？すいません。どうぞ。
That's so cool. Yes. Good morning. It is day 3. We're very tired today. And look at that awful rain. We're going up here somewhere, I think. Up there somewhere. There's actually a mountain that we have to climb first thing this morning. Anyway, we're gonna go downstairs and enjoy breakfast. Dinner here last night, incredible. We were kind of tired and we were eating with Maggie and Harvey, so we decided not to proper vlog it, but mwah, delicious. The food on this trek has been so good, provided by the hotels. Today's also a big day, but we'll tell you more about that when we start walking. We're going to breakfast with just our socks on because our shoes are still wet from yesterday. And we don't want to have breakfast with wet feet because that is so horrible. Ohayou gozaimasu. Arigato. Look at that beautiful sight right there.
Good. Rice. Okay.
Ooh, big box for Max. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Beautiful day.
It's raining still. Today we're going to be hiking 18 kilometers Apparently the first part is the most challenging. It's 4 kilometers directly up a steep hill.
I'm looking forward to it.
Are you?
Yeah, we haven't had much of a challenge.
That's true. So far, the days have been like not short, 16-kilometer days, but they haven't been particularly challenging. So today is, according to the guide, a challenging day. Oh, breakfast, by the way, divine. Wow, this is so cool. Very cool. So we've come to these red torii gates, which are kind of somewhat like the ones that you have in Kyoto, but obviously those ones are famous and have 1 million people. We're in the middle of the jungle and there is no one here. This is so pretty.
Really is like that pilgrimage aspect with all the shrines you're seeing.
Oh yeah. I just saw it. It's in those bushes over there. At 12 o'clock, but then it went left. Oh my god. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh my god. So we saw like 3 deer up in the bush. But obviously, they're so quick. They're so hard to capture on camera. But that means we've seen 7. If this is not the cutest toilet you've ever seen, I honestly don't know what is. But also, they have this, which releases water to wash your hands. How cool is that? And they even had tissue in there. So, thank you, Japanese people. That's so nice.
Well, you just never know when you're just gonna need to practice your golf swing.
Oh my gosh. It's hot, guys. We're climbing up so steep up the Mount Inomure this morning. Oh my god. Yes, I am wearing the same clothes as I wore yesterday.
But just to let you know, we've washed everything thoroughly with soap overnight.
I haven't. I did not wash
Oh, she didn't. I did.
anything.
Everything I'm wearing is spanky clean, including my underwear. Standing rock.
Wow. This is kicking my butt. I knew we were going to have a challenge this morning, but little update on our electrolytes as well. First time we've ever used them on a hike, and I honestly think that they do something. Yesterday I was feeling pretty lethargic and not really into it, and then we poured some electrolytes into our water, had a little bit, and I honestly within minutes felt so much more revitalized and energized. Could have been placebo, could have just been like the more we got into the hike, the easier it became. You know how it is when you first start, but I'm gonna go with it's the electrolytes, and they actually do help. So I think we're probably gonna start taking electrolytes for our adventures.
I don't know if it's a good thing, but I felt less hungry, which gave me more energy throughout the day without having to stop as much. So yeah, good point on that.
Yeah.
Steeper and narrow trail conditions persist. Remain close to mountainside and avoid stepping on the edge where it's possible.
My calves on fire, but potentially we are about to reach the top.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Dang. Done.
Wow.
That is absolutely stunning. Wow.
Let me just catch my breath for a minute. So cute. Ipukubu, a place with a view. I love it. It's nice to do a challenge.
I mean, we're here to hike. We're not
Yeah, that was honestly really good. I'm so glad that that was the challenge that it was. And it was really cool in the forest there as well. Well, that is the biggest challenge of the day done, and it's only 11 a.m. So we have about another 13 kilometers to go until we make it to our onsen tonight.
The one thing to look forward to every day.
I agree, we should remove our raincoats. It is so steamy. But also, shout out to Maggie and Harvey. They are in their like early to mid 70s and they are killing this hike. And apparently they do hiking all over the world, which is so impressive. If we are still hiking like this in our 70s, and it just goes to show you guys that age shouldn't hold you back.
Oh, it's mystical rain.
I love the statues, they're so cool. We also just saw another deer, our 8th deer that we've spotted. But every time they hear us way before and we just see them running away. So we can never capture them.
Time to see what's in those magic box we got delivered this morning.
What's this? Oh my gosh! I dropped my chopsticks, but look how cute this is. This is like unwrapping a little present.
I know, that little bow is amazing. Whoa, it's many layers. Yes. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Got layer number 1, layer number 2.
Wow. And that's for today and tomorrow.
Yum.
Happy.
Happy. And when we were at our hotel this morning, a wonderful angel came and dropped off these bento boxes for us. They weren't provided by the hotel. And she told us that she's actually going to be making our lunch for us tomorrow as well. So we're going to have 2 of these amazingly delicious bento boxes, which makes me very happy.
The map says it's a road less traveled. Definitely feels like it.
Warning the other deer. We got it. Warning the other deer that we're here that noise. They're calling to each other because they ran in opposite directions. That was so beautiful.
We caught that. You guys saw it for the first time.
Oh, that was the most beautiful part of this entire trek, like getting to watch them eating and then look at us. Oh,
We got it.
I love animals. That is so cool.
Well, this is either a terrible idea or a refreshing idea.
Look how cold this water is. It's made like the condensation on the bottle. Bottoms up. Tastes delightful.
Tastes good, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, that would have been bad. Whoa. So So the last shrine we just passed marked the halfway point of the day, and that was 5 hours into our trail. So it is a big day. So I don't know if it's gonna be as long on the back half, considering the biggest ascents and descents were in the first half. But day 3 is definitely a big day. But we have an onsen to look forward to, as usual. But still have another 9k to go. Yeah, some stuff living there for sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh! Oh!
Oh god.
On the right, easy to miss, which we did.
Which we did.
So the trail is somewhere near. So this, we missed the ribbon right here. Gosh. Lucky I'm here. I think the toll of the 2 previous days of hiking and today's pretty steep ascent starting to take its toll on us.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I would love a nap right now.
Yeah.
But
But we are doing really good. We're about an hour and a half to almost 2 hours ahead of schedule. So we're obviously crushing it. So we have no rush.
yeah, but we've still got like 8 kilometers
Yeah,
to
we still
go.
have a long way to go.
It's okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine. There's a river on our path. So because Max has to carry all the camera equipment, it means I have to carry all of our water. But the difference is Max has a proper backpack with a waist strap, and all I have is one that just sits on my shoulders. And the last 2 days it hasn't bothered me much, but today definitely starting to feel a bit more tired because it's just a tougher hike today. But if you plan on carrying a lot of camera equipment, definitely get one with a proper waist strap. Whoa! Spider.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Woo! Shelter spots. As we're enjoying a beautiful little rest area with a little snack. We know there's a vending machine, we can see it since we sat down. But we haven't had a chance of having hot drink yet. Because there hasn't been any, surprisingly. And we think this one has it. And we're having those delicious little cookies we bought from that lunch yesterday.
Yeah, way more than we should be having.
Yeah, way more we should be having. But it's very exciting. They might have a hot coffee in there, so let's go investigate.
That's a milk tea. Sold out.
Ah, you mother!
Do you want one still?
Let's try one, yeah.
Oh, this one's a flat white. Try that one as well. Go one each. Why not? What are we doing trying to stinge ourselves? We've been bloody hiking all day. Share one. Oh my god, how lame is that?
Oh, by the way, guys, if you want, you can buy us a coffee.
Just in case you're wondering what the bathrooms look like, look how clean and nice they are. And they have toilet paper. With more toilet paper. Amazing. Honestly, some of the best public toilets. This is just in the middle of nowhere. And I very much appreciate it.
So, the goal now is to push on for the last 5.5k and make it at the onsen or the hotel by 4 o'clock. The only reason why we want to make it by 4 is so we have enough time to appreciate the onsen.
You don't have to rush.
It's not a race. It's not a race.
It's like, what are you doing? When you're like in a place like this, we're in the valley, we have those beautiful temples, we got these beautiful rice paddies over here, I've got an umbrella. Walking in the rain is just like, it's not that bad. It's kind of peaceful and meditative. Okay, that's the trail
That you ignore.
that we're supposed to ignore because we have to go find our accommodation. So it seems like there's a couple of times where we have to go off the trail for this hike.
That's so adorable.
Wow. The view right at the end is just, look at that. Oh my god. How epic is that?
We have powered through this last 5k and we've just made it.
408, baby!
Oh yes! What a day!
Gosh.
8 hours?
We crushed it. How we left?
8?
Yeah, exactly 8 hours.
Just after 8?
Wow.
Just after 4. 8 hours, 19k.
Oh.
And now you know all what time it is for. Konnichiwa. Ah. Whew. So adorable.
I am so in love with the Japanese style rooms. They're just so quaint.
Magnificent.
This is nice.
This is amazing.
This is such a great reward at the end of a hike. I'm so glad we're not in a tent. And now it's time for the best part. Another amazing onsen tonight. This one is an outdoor and it actually has a cold plunge pool. So I've been alternating cold water to hot water. When I first arrived, there was a lot of people here. It was actually so busy. So I don't know if the hotel has a lot of guests, or maybe I'm thinking the village that we walked through to get here might actually, a lot of people come here to use the onsen because it's available. So yeah, very busy, but now once again, I'm completely alone. So I took this quick opportunity to show you what it's like. They even have a sauna in this one, which is amazing. It's been so nice. But now it is time for dinner. Raining again and packing again and blow drying our shoes again. So today is an interesting day. We're actually going to be taking a ferry across to another island, a tiny little island, which is going to be where we'll be sleeping tonight. But first we have to hike there, and before we do that we also need to get some breakfast.
I've been looking forward to taking one of those Japanese taxis.
Yeah.
They always open up the door.
It was so cool.
Grandpa Joe, hello.
Well, a very misty morning to start, but at least it has stopped raining, which is nice, so we don't have to start off with our rain jackets and everything on. Oh my gosh, right into it today. Starting the day with a spicy little uphill. I'm already out of breath. We've only hiked 100 meters. Oh. So our total distance today is supposed to be about 14 kilometers. The challenge is that we have to make it in time for the 3:55 ferry to get across to Himeshima Island. Oh great, that's only 6 hours to do 14 kilometers. Okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So this cloud.
This should all be the ocean with a view.
A view of where we're sleeping tonight.
Very nice.
feel like I'm on set for the Twilight movie. Because you know how in the movie they'd always go into the forest and it would always be misty and like a little bit of drizzly rain in that movie. That's exactly what we have today. It's like, I mean, if that's not Twilight.
Wow.
This is the 5-tier pagoda. Now the guide says something about this. Well, let me read it. So the Gorinto-gun, the fantastic collection of pagoda-like gravestones, is testament to the power of the original temple complex. Each tier has a meaning. The top one is space, then it's wind, then it's fire, then it's water, and it's earth. This is so eerie with the mist.
But
So
it's
cool.
also beautiful.
Yeah.
It's eerie and beautiful at the same time.
You could never find something like this unless you go to some crazy destination like this, so you can't recreate that anywhere else. Look. Oh, Jacqueline! There's an owl.
Okay, so now we have an optional detour to a cave. It is another 3.5 kilometers in the opposite direction that we need to go, and then we'll be coming back past here and heading on to Imi Port. So it says it's not too challenging, although it is a bit of an uphill. We have time, it's still pretty early, so we're gonna make that. This 1.5 kilometers to the cave feels like further than that. Even though today isn't necessarily hard, it feels more difficult. Just because we're a bit tired, I think. Ah! And we finally made it. Sketchy. Oh, this is super sketchy. Oh god. I don't like that. That wasn't fun. We made it! Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at our view. So good to take that off. So it's almost lunchtime, so I think that this beautiful view from the cave here is the perfect spot to have lunch. And the same lady that made lunch for us yesterday actually brought lunch to our hotel again. Ta-da! But it's totally different this time. This time we've got some little snacks. This one is delicious. I've already eaten it. That's massive, obviously. Can't see in there yet, but there's something in here. And then she made us these massive sandwiches. We got 2 of those, but they're different flavors. Oh, that looks like a burger. And we also have this cute little packet of fruit. So nice. Left us a little treat and a note that says, if you need sustenance. No carrot, don't have any carrots though. Maggie and Harvey. I think we're just gonna follow this road, but we time we're trying this one. Let's crack it open. So good. Japan honestly just cracks me up. The fact that we're in this tiny town in the middle of nowhere and we get an ice cold coffee from a vending machine for $2.
There's no bar, no restaurants, nothing. But there are vending machines.
Woohoo! We made it!
There's the island!
Oh my god, is that the island?
Whoa, that looks eerie!
Wow! It does, doesn't it? Because it's like shrouded in cloud.
Well yeah, that's it. Off to the next excursion ferry ride. Ooh.
Which for 2 people, there and hi.
Look at that. Crazy, we were in deep forest just 24 hours ago. And now we're here in the boat.
Sometimes I wonder when Max and I travel, like, how do we end up in these places? Arigatou gozaimasu! Welcome to Hiroshima!
And apparently, there's a lot of speciality. It's actually quite a busy little island, surprisingly. Apparently there's a lot of cats on this island. And it's much more built up than we had expected. So, very eager to see a bit of this island. We have like less than about 20 hours. So, well, let's make the most of it.
I want to make the most of that onsen.
Hello! 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 Oh, this is just amazing. This bag system is just wow. It's so pretty. This is probably the most traditional looking home of them all.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
Wow.
How cool is this? So, where we're staying tonight is probably the most unique stay yet. It's actually a homestay. So we're staying in a traditional Japanese home of a family. So tonight, Max and I actually get to onsen together. So instead of one of the big communal onsens that we've had at the inns that we've been in, because this is actually a home, we have this little private bath. So you might think that a bath together is super romantic, but we've just spent 4 days with each other walking, just walking, and now we're really tired. So really we both just want to fall asleep in this bath, and it's not romantic at all. It's more like, don't touch me, you're taking up too much space. Anyway, we have probably another amazing dinner at this guest house. Apparently the prowess, the cooking prowess of our proprietress is renowned. So we'll finish our onsen and go to dinner.
Since we arrived a little early at the accommodation, we got itchy feet, and after onsen before dinner we decided to go let me guess, Max got itchy feet.
I was very happy relaxing in my yukata. This is actually a very beautiful island, and it would be nice to spend a full day here. If you were going to do this trip, if you're watching this video as a guide, we would recommend maybe taking the latest ferry possible tomorrow and doing that, or just spending an extra night on the island so you could actually cycle around and see everything. Unfortunately, tomorrow we're going to be making a very long trip to Kyoto, so we won't get to see as much as Himashima as we would have liked. But this small little taste is quite nice.
I think we've earned ourselves a couple brewskis.
Arigatou gozaimasu!
Good one?
Must be such hard one, actually. It's really good.
Good morning. Final day. Final rainy day. We actually considered yesterday climbing that mountain this morning. I was pretty set on just not doing it today, but then we woke up. It's raining. Our last traditional Japanese thing. I know. We also have to pack our explosion. So now that we are done with the actual hiking, we have to try and fit everything back to where it belongs, which hopefully will be easier.
Well, beautiful people, that was a long one. Thank you for watching. We have loved this hike with Walk Japan.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
It's just that you would never get anywhere this remote without doing like a trek or something like this, and staying in those little traditional inns and the local hotels and trying like the really traditional food and seeing all those shrines without a single other person at the shrine was amazing.
It was so much more than a hike. We obviously loved walking with our compatriots, so
Yeah.
thank you so much for this as well.
Maggie and Harvey were great. They actually
Yeah.
made the trip really enjoyable and
Yeah.
made it better.
Yeah. If any one of you is interested, we'll leave a link. We highly recommend.
They do treks all over Japan. They
Yeah.
don't just do the Kunisaki Trail. They also do the very famous Kodo Trail as well. So honestly, they made this trip so seamless and easy. And I would highly recommend doing a trek with them if you're a little bit confused about how to trek around Japan and you just want a little bit of support with them. Yeah, it was great. We'll put a link in the description below to them anyway. But we're not done with Japan. Today, we are making our way all the way up to Kyoto. So if you are curious about what to do in Kyoto, stick around, subscribe, it's free.
And we'll see you in Kyoto.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Sayonara. Welcome to Japan.
Come out. Okay, then come in.
Welcome to Japan.
Yours now.
I thought I got bit by a snake if I just trod on a stick.